Oh, we don't have a name for the episode.
Oh, God.
What's the name of the episode?
We want us to decide that right now while we're on stream.
Yeah, we have to decide.
Might as well just ask the people at this point.
Mike.
No,
Curry,
it's next week.
Queen Curry.
Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything. And welcome back to another Talkin' Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up. This is episode 71, Queen of Curry, which I forgot to add in as the name of the episode, so let me do that real quick. But I hope you guys... Oh, there we go. Are having an amazing Wednesday evening. We appreciate you making us a part of your Wednesday nights, the most watched and talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's podcast in the world, and that is all thanks to you guys. Smaller crew on set here for you tonight, but nonetheless, it will be a very fun discussion as it always is. I feel like this is kind of the three musketeers, if you will. It's myself,
always
Nick T, Pete. How you boys doing?
Doing great. How about yourself, buddy?
I'm doing well. Pete, how you doing today, my man?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling, killing.
Chilling, killing.
Chilling, killing.
We love it. It's Halloween season. We got the spooky tree in the back. We got the pumpkin contest yesterday. If you missed it, you have to go to my channel. You have to go to the playlist pumpkin contests, and you can find the painting competition there. Unfortunately, I came in last. Pete was declared our first ever pumpkin contest winner, pumpkin painting contest winner. So he will be getting his prize very soon, and that is something that we will be doing hopefully every year. We think pumpkin painting was the way to go.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so we have a lot to discuss, though. Tonight we're not here to talk about Halloween or pumpkins or painting, poning, carving, whatever you want to say with the pumpkins. We are here to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime, more specifically episode 70, which saw Romin take on Mimi in a duel that was enjoyable, but obviously very predictable. At least I say it was predictable. There was a quarter of people.
There was a lot of... There was like 30% last week.
Yeah, there were a lot of people who said that I was actually an idiot for picking Romin.
An idiot?
You're in the chat right now.
I'm not gonna stoop to that level as intensely as I did, because I said I'd bet the house on it. To me, it was a slam dunk pick, but you know, people have their reasons. But we're gonna talk about that episode, and we are going to talk about 72, which is pretty interesting because it's going to see Hunt versus Bakuro. A very weird, interesting duel. So we're going to talk about our thoughts on that, and of course we have to make our formal predictions as well. But I want to thank everyone who donated in the last Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up. There are two ways to donate if you choose to do so. It is never expected or required. You can use the Super Chat feature right on YouTube or the link in the description. I get a larger percentage from the link in the description, but whatever you feel comfortable with, if you choose to support me that way, I am forever grateful. Big thank you to TNX Rail, Ice Aiden, Legendary Duels, Philip Rosewood, Pick Rick, Sin Cloud, Rafael Castillo, Electric Kevin, Nicholas Horton, Nick Schoner, Xslayer64, Dark Emperor J, Dark Emperor Janeth, Limestone, C-San Advance, Solid Snack, Chapel of Flapple, Entame, Lorena, Laura, and a special thank you to Adola Burst, who last week donated well over $50, and last night donated well over $200. Maddie, you've been out of control. Hopefully it's settled now.
I hope his bank account honestly is lost.
Well, that's happened to a few people before. Yeah. So is he here?
He said you're spared for another nuke tonight.
Good. Okay, well, I'm happy about that. Maddie, you have done me very well. So thank you so much for everything you've done for me and for being generous last 7's Up. What do you guys think about 71?
Why don't you start us off?
What?
Thank you, man. I didn't tell you guys I had a monologue, but I do have a monologue for episode 71.
I didn't realize that, actually.
Which, of course, was Romin versus Mimi, and thank you for throwing it back to me. I do appreciate it. Bro. With this duel, and even though this is just another win for Romin, it's probably her second least impressive win, beating Mimi, a character that has yet to win, and a character, while I love Mimi a lot, I actually think she's a fascinating character. She's not a good duelist. The show has not shown her to be a good duelist, and that's okay. She's a great mother. She's a hardworking woman, and there's other aspects of her that make me really enjoy her character. But with this, the Roman Empire is feeling very well tonight, because through 71 episodes, Romin has become the most winningest character, girl character, in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! And let me tell you what I mean by that. When we look at 1 versus 1 duels, mano a mano duels, in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime that were on screen, non-flashback, on-screen duels. Romin now is tied with Asuka and Aki from GX and 5Ds respectively as having the most 1 versus 1 wins of any girl character in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! And guys, it's been 71 episodes. Aki had the same amount of wins in 154 episodes. Asuka in 180 episodes.
Oh
in half the time as it took Aki and Asuka, Romin has matched them in wins. And they only get to 5 wins if you give Aki her 5th win against the Cup Ramen Man, which was an arcade-style duel that took, I think, about a minute and a half. So I don't know if you even want to count that, but if you do, Aki has 5 1v1 wins. And if you want to count Asuka beating the Maitre D', even though she took over that duel midway for her friends, I think Jasmine and Mindy, I remember their dub names, which I believe was like episode 90, that would be her 5th win. So I don't even know if those are true 5th wins. But even if you want to give them to Asuka and Aki, Romin is right there now with her 5th win. And even though a lot of people can say, well, Dylan, she beat Mimi. Come on, everyone's beaten Mimi that's dueled her. That's true. But the quality of wins has already been there for Romin. That's already undisputed. Yeah. Besides Mimi, she beat Arayarada. All right, nothing too impressive. She's beaten Yuga, she's beaten Gakuto, and she's beaten Roa. She is not beating a bunch of one-off characters that we've never seen again. Yep. She's not beating 5 characters that don't have wins. Like, if her wins were against Otis and Mimi twice and Arata and Schrodinger, then it's like, all right, well, all of her wins are cupcakes. She's stacking wins. She's getting wins against good duelists.
Great duelists.
And important characters. She's beaten 2 of the main 3 guy characters in this show, Yuga and Gakuto, and she hasn't dueled Luke yet. It is no doubt in my mind that Romin, maybe not again from a character development standpoint, because I think that has been lacking in some instances, especially when you do compare her to a Dark Signer's Arc Aki, but from a dueling results perspective, Romin has been, in my opinion, shown to be the greatest and most winningest, now statistically speaking, girl duelist of all time in this entire franchise. And I think that is something that should not get lost in this episode, because there is obviously a lot to talk about. I'm going to list off Aki's 5 wins for comparison. She beat Misty, which was a good win. We think Signer versus Darkseid. Although Misty never actually won a duel, but we'll give you Misty. She beat Tetsu Trudge a little later on in that show. So, okay, that was an okay win. Then she beat Gil Ransborg, Commander Koda, which was in that initial tournament. 2 characters that we literally never see again. And then the Cup Ramen Man, if you want to give that. Which one of those 5 characters is on the same level of Gakuto? Is on the same level of Roa? Is on the same level of Yuga, our main protagonist? The quality of wins, along with the number of wins, has put Romin into elite category when it comes to dueling ability for girl duelists. And the Roman Empire, right now, we are reigning supreme. Romin has, to me, pretty much locked herself as being the best girl duelist any Yu-Gi-Oh anime has ever seen. And that is where I kind of wanted to start. What did you guys make of the episode, generally speaking? What did you think of Romin?
Before I say anything, I'm just going to stop you right there because Blake Engelbrecht came in here with a $50 donation.
Blake, come on, Blake. Thank you so much, dude.
Hi, Dylan. You're not saved from another nuke. So,
Blake, that is a nuke, man. Thank you. I gotta get because that's our.
We need a sound effect
for the nuke sound effect.
Yeah, you do. And I'm gonna say quickly, Blake, that's on top of another $17 in donations.
So Blake has donated $67. Blake, and we'll read the other.
And we'll read those in order later.
Yeah, Blake, thank you so much, man, for that massive donation. We will get to all your comments, and thank you so much, dude. I have now gotten, I think, 8 or 9 $50+ donations in the last 24 hours. The outpouring of love that all of you guys have shown me has been amazing. And I'm so blessed to have the best community in the world. So, Blake, from the bottom of my heart, man, thank you so much, dude. And I hope you enjoy the show tonight. Thank you so much, Blake.
So, as for the...
Thank you, man. Yeah, general thoughts on the episode and thoughts on what I said about Romin.
I'm sorry, just give me one second.
Of course. Pete, do you want to start?
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear, I mean, that she's the best female duelist in Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, I don't think there's any disputing that. The episode itself, we're on a wacky-ass trend here in this arc of what is going on, and I feel like sometimes I'm just I'm watching a whole different show, and that's saying something for Sevens. But like, it's just been crazy, and I'm not sure exactly where we're going. What what are we setting up here for? We have all our characters floating around Goha, but we're not exactly clear. Like, at least for Yuga's perspective of like, what does he exactly do here? Where is he, like the idea guy?
Yeah,
because he has a direct line to the rest of the presidents outside of Yugioh, obviously, which he's MIA. But there's no clear villain of what's going on here in this arc. It's just we're just kind of waiting right now. So and now you have the duel next week where it's a interesting matchup to say the least. So what, 5 episodes in by next week or so we are in the arc? I'm wondering where we're going.
Yeah, and the thing that's fascinating, and we're going to talk, of course, about the 72 summaries and the 73. Actually, the small 73 summary dropped about 2 hours ago, so we will have the 73 summary for you as well. 73 is episode 6 of this arc, and that's really the halfway point. If this is a 13-episode arc, episode 6 is literally the halfway point of this arc. So even though a lot of us are, maybe there might be some people saying, oh, well, the arc's just getting started. The downside of having these 13-episode arcs is, even if you're still in the early infant stages of an arc, like we are next week with Bakuro versus Hunt, you're already halfway through. So that's the downside to the 13-episode structure. So it has felt pretty random so far. So you make a good point there. What do you think?
For better or worse, first of all, I want to say I love the episode. I love all the quirky weirdness going on. I feel like it's very true to the tone of the show that made me enjoy it from the beginning. Maybe that's not the most conducive to a flowing plot line, but for better or worse, I think this arc is probably just kind of I don't want to say filler arc because that's not the accurate term, but like sort of a transition out. Yeah, like the Gohan employee thing, we're just hanging out, maybe establishing some relationships between characters. Yeah. And then I don't think a whole lot's going to happen in the next 6 episodes. Maybe we'll see like a few things here and there, setting up really setting up for the next arc is what I think. Okay. At least that seems to be the trend because again, 6 episodes in, we have not seen really anything.
Yeah, that's
and fair. I don't mind that. I know a lot of people might. I think it's a nice breath of fresh air just for a moment, and then we can get back into some maybe heavier hitting stuff.
Yeah,
I would love actually if this is sort of the foil to that, where it's like, okay. I know we're giving you all this lighthearted goofiness, but that's just because we're leading into maybe some slightly darker territory.
Yeah.
No, maybe with Yugioh and establishing character relationships. Yeah. I mean, that could be what we're primarily doing in this arc.
Well, speaking of establishing character relationships, Mimi duels again.
Of course.
Mimi loses again.
I mean,
as it goes.
It's like,
how do you feel about
saying,
Mimi?
Like when you walk outside and going, wow, the sky's blue today. Or wow, there's grass. It's like it's very similar.
I mean, I still really do adore Mimi.
I love Mimi.
She's very motherly, and that's very adorable. It's she's just not.
But I think she's
not good.
Yeah, she's not a good duelist. She's a bad duelist, in fact.
But she's to quote some other stuff. She's not a bad girl. She just sucks.
No,
Thank you
I think the dueling is not the focal point of her character. I think the whole point is the motherly instinct, her sort of will to do good for other characters. Like the whole motherly dynamic of her in this episode, I think, is more important to her character than the loss.
Right. Well, that's the thing, right? If her character wanted to be the best rush duelist, or if her character had any sort of goal, like we see in Yu-Gi-Oh, that aligns with dueling ability, then all of a sudden losing every duel, I think that does kind of say like, all right, well, her character...
You're really failing all your goals.
Yeah, you're failing all your goals. But her, in no way, shape, or form... I mean, in this duel, she's dueling so she doesn't have to eat curry.
Yeah.
Like
to be fair, she was forced into this.
Yeah. She was forced into this.
By the head chef.
By the head chef. In no way, shape, or form does Mimi, her character goals and ambitions correlate with her ability to rush duel. And I think that's what makes it fine that she loses.
Yeah, I mean, my woman just trying to work so she can make ends meet for her child. She's raising him by herself. We haven't seen him in a while. She probably hasn't seen him in a while.
He's probably a grown man at this point. I mean, we haven't seen him.
I mean, I can't even.
He's in the preview for next episode. Yeah, I love how Bakuro, Mike, and Yugioh are in the next episode in 72. No sign of Yagi or the club.
You had to make a point of that, didn't you?
I did.
You feel good about that, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I realized I confused something when we were speaking earlier, just because I wanted to talk about clubs for just half a second.
Right.
When I said when I was talking about the clubs, that was from episode 70, not 71. You were in the middle of 71, obviously.
You're right.
But I just want to confirm for all of you out there, like, I don't know if any of you caught it, there's a wrestling group out there. We have a wrestling club.
Yeah, we do.
There is.
There's a character that looked like Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No, none of that. But they're masked wrestlers. Someone has like
That'd be cool.
Has some ring gear.
Well,
on.
remember the Insect Club was shown to us 20, 30 episodes ago, and now here they are,
Yeah,
potentially at the forefront. So you never know. The show likes to bring things back. We are going to be playing a game in a little bit, by the way. You might know it. You might have seen us play before, called Buy, Sell, Hold, where I will read 4 or 5 theories that are circulating heavy in the community. These are theories that you guys are saying. These are theories that I'm just kind of peeking in on, and I am going to give it to these gentlemen. They are going to say whether they buy it, whether they believe it's going to happen, whether they hold it, because they don't. Yeah, you guys want to share with the class what's so funny?
No, we really don't. Trust me.
Unless you want to explain.
Well, what is it? Oh. No, that's okay. So, yeah, we're going to play that game a little bit. Something else happened this episode that we obviously need to talk about, because it's one of the most implicatory things that came out of the episode, and that is obviously Mimi bringing to the forefront, bringing to the audience's attention, that Yugioh could possibly be the 6th sibling. Seen a lot of mixed reactions to it. I've seen a lot of people say because Mimi is being so obvious about it, it means automatically that is not going to be the case. That the Yugioh 6th sibling theory is dead, it's shot down, and Mimi bringing it up means it's dead in the water, just like the swirly stuff. Then I've seen other people say, but what if it's SEVENS trying to get in the viewers' heads, where they know that the viewers don't trust Mimi based on her getting swirly wrong, and maybe this is kind of a fake out where Swirly, or it's not Swirly, where Yugioh actually will be the 6th sibling, and SEVENS is just trying to completely just blow our minds. I mean, what do you guys think of that?
I think it's pretty unlikely.
Okay.
I know that was our theory early on.
Right. Because of the opening. It
would be cool if it happened. I just think almost everything Mimi says probably not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just at this point, I feel like we've put down that theory already.
Yeah. What do you think?
I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention.
I like this guy.
I was worried about figuring out.
This guy's honest with me. You know what? Then we'll talk to you about it later. Because it will be part of the buy, sell, hold game. I mean, it's just, one of the more fascinating things, right? Who is the 6th sibling? It's something that we've wondered for a very long time. Roman uses her new fusion in this duel. I said fusions are going to become fast and furious in this arc. That seems to have mostly been the case. What do you guys believe? What did you guys think of Roman fusing? Did you like her fusion monster summoning? What do you think? I loved it. I thought it was great.
So far in the series, that has been my favorite animation of the entire series.
Okay.
I love the card design. I think it's incredible. I love just like the animation of the summoning itself. I think the rendering of that card and on a sort of a CGI format is really good. And just like the colorful and like very stylized background. I just think visually, like, it was one of the most appealing things I've seen in the show yet. I've really enjoyed it.
Wow. High praise. Pete, what do you think?
I thought it was awesome. I thought the animation was great. I think it's more interesting than Gakuto's fusion. I could at least say that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, are there other characters on the show, like a Yugioh or even a Luke Man, that I enjoy more on the fusions? Sure. But I like that it fits exactly what she does in terms of her always sacrificing life points and then adding life points. Like, it fits right into the theme of what she is doing. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. And anytime anyone gets a fusion, I'm always paying extra attention.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mimi's deck, something that I loved about this episode, chat. Mimi's deck has been a love song to the early OG monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! You have a monster that is clearly a based monster off of Change of Heart. I'm sure all of you guys got that, which obviously is a spell card, but the monster in the Change of Heart spell card, which was used by Bakuro. So it was a card that not only do we all know from early Yu-Gi-Oh! Days, but it was important in the Duel Monsters anime. I believe it was Bakuro's favorite card, right? He said that was his favorite card.
And it became it in the dual spirits duel.
Yeah,
against Yu-Gi-Oh.
in Duelist
It's like
Kingdom.
episode 13. Or
Yeah,
something.
and it symbolized too the different aspects of Bakuro, the evil and the good. So
course.
that's a very anime-esque card. And then you have the giant crazy panda, which was also used in Yu-Gi-Oh. So it was
By a great character.
by a
A
great
very
guy,
good
a
father.
great father. So you have a lot of really great moments in this episode that are great callbacks to early Yu-Gi-Oh, which is awesome to see. So Mimi's deck continues to be a love song, a third version of Diane Keto. You had regular, Prison Master, now you have the
She
chef.
literally could do anything.
You can do
Diane
anything.
Keto.
Anything.
They should make a Diane Keto anime, that's what I believe.
Based on her specifically.
Based on her
Like she's a
specifically.
living like character.
Because I think she was probably a prison warden at some point.
Right.
Then maybe she tried to get away from that life, became a mom.
Okay.
And we know in her older days she becomes the Cure Master, so she has the ability to heal.
Okay.
Because that was the
Where's the
original
chef in this?
Diane Keto. Well, the chef is when she becomes a mom.
Okay.
And so she gets away from the corrections officer lifestyle, and then, that's basically what happens. So, yeah.
I kind of want to see that now.
Yeah.
I
What do you
would,
think would animate that?
I would.
I want Mappa.
Studio
Wow.
Mappa.
Oh my God. Let's throw money at it.
Yeah, throw money at it.
Honestly, though, like in all seriousness, I would read like a one shot of like a manga of like a short little. Hey, here's a little Diane
Is
Keto, the life of Diane Keto.
I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back.
I think it'd be really interesting.
I'd be into it. I'm also freaked out of what's taking the place of Dylan.
He's our buddy. He's our buddy. He's our buddy.
It's Halloween here.
It's Halloween here.
And yeah, there's God. If you could see the things that are in this basement.
Oh my God, it's a mess.
Behind the camera, it's something for Halloween. It's I think that's the best way to describe it.
And it's not even fully set up. I mean, we have some things that aren't even set up yet. We
It's
have
some
our pumpkins.
horrifying stuff back there.
Got some bats, webs, Yugimoto. The rugs are laid out, which worries
That's right. Yeah, I am a little worried, but
Yeah,
he
but I
said
think-
he's gonna wrap it in
me. Yeah, it's
plastic.
gonna be like an old Italian household where, like, remember they had like the
Oh,
plastic
oh
on
my
the
grandmother
on-
with her couch.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Be like, don't spill it, Grandma. If I spill anything anyway, it's plastic. Like I don't know.
It slides right off.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's gonna be that.
Chiose came in here and said, Yuga isn't the sixth because it's the option that makes the most sense. Sevens doesn't like to make
Thank you
Right, that's
for
true.
the
sense.
donut.
I feel like we got rid of that theory that
Yeah.
like he's not the sixth sibling.
Yeah, I think we'd started agreeing that he probably wasn't, and then Mimi confirmed it because anytime she figures something
Yeah.
out, it's dead in the water.
But there is a part of me
Do you think she might be onto something?
that believes that the writers are trying to do this like circus logic.
It's like, oh,
where
Mimi's
they
wrong,
where,
she's
where
wrong, she's
everyone's
wrong.
gonna say, well, she's wrong, so Yuga's obviously not the sixth sibling, and then this is the one time she's right.
Even they do say, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
They do say that. I've heard that expression my whole. People have said that about me a lot.
Yeah.
So like,
Have you been able to put together like why?
no, I just thought it was a compliment, just because I'm right.
Yeah, well.
Yeah,
But yeah, it'll be very interesting to keep an eye on that. But any other thoughts on the episodes, boys?
2 episodes in a row that we threatened to blow up the Goha building.
Yeah.
Probably not a desirable trend.
No.
Keep going.
Now I want to see like Luke or Gakuto maybe accidentally or
Yeah.
attempt to blow up the
The
building.
amazing shot, best shot of the episode of Luke looking like he has rabies
Yeah,
in the
dude.
rafters of the science lab, just foaming at the mouth with 2 spoons and just attacks those scientists for the curry. Great shot.
That was great.
Yeah.
I feel like now that's another trend that we've been seeing is characters making horrifying faces.
Yeah.
We've got
We
Sally.
saw
They're
that
having
with a
some
few of the
fun.
chefs in
Yeah, a
this
few of the
episode.
chefs in this episode. Rock Yuga in the last episode when he was just terrified. He was like ready to, so.
And I love the little twist too of like everyone, basically Gakuto and everybody else, rooting against Roman because they're afraid she'll destroy the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
And then Luke rooting for her because he just wanted to eat some curry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am. We're gonna play a game, chat.
We're gonna do by
Thank you for
You got
the
the sound effect
dono.
Yep. Hold on. Give me 1 second, chat.
Give this guy a moment. Only really diluted people. Dylan thought Luke was the 6th.
Oh no!
That's
It's
what
a
Shio
lot
says
of
that.
people. Well, I don't.
There were a lot of people that thought Luke was the sixth.
Maybe you're just among the deluded.
Yeah, but there
He
were
leads
a lot
them.
of
He
people.
does lead the deluded.
It's the dead leading the dead.
Yes. Of
Basically
course.
like that.
I mean, the thing is, a lot of people will make fun of me when I get things wrong, but then when I get things
I thought
right,
you meant in general.
They don't give you credit.
I never get any credit.
Yeah.
I've been saying since we saw Ccapacappuuu.
That hasn't been proven yet.
It hasn't been proven yet, but it's all been confirmed. We'll see about that. But let me get the game up. I'm having issues with it.
Caliber came in and said, "Want to play a
Thank
game?"
you for the
Saw
dono.
reference. This guy thinks he's funny.
That guy is funny, by the way.
It's time to play the game. It's time to play the game.
Okay. All right, chat. We are playing a game we like to play called Buy, Sell, Hold.
It's time for Buy, Sell, Hold, where we listen to your cracked out Yu-Gi-Oh theories and we tell you to buy. I want you to buy. Sell, hold, please.
All right, so we have to start with where this episode was the big indicator, obviously, for this episode. And for those of you that don't know, they're going to tell you whether they're going to buy into it, whether they would buy more stock, whether they're going to hold. They think, maybe, but maybe not. Or whether they're going to sell, whether they really just do not believe in this at all. Gentlemen, the buy, sell, hold. Yuga is the sixth sibling.
I'm gonna hold.
Hold, please.
Nice. Because to your point, I think there's two sides to this coin. Where one, yes, the whole joke is that once Mimi confirms a theory or catches on to a theory, it's dead in the water. But I think you're right. I think there's a very highly possible chance that the show is playing this like sort of game with us, where it's make Mimi look dumb, basically, by like getting everything wrong, and then one of these days she's gonna catch on, and her hunch is gonna be right. Maybe also getting no credit for it.
Yeah,
similar to you.
Similar to me. Thank you. So, and again, chat, please play along as well. Pete, buy, sell, hold. Yuga is the sixth sibling.
I'm also gonna hold, believe it or not.
Okay, I'm surprised.
Please.
And I'm holding on
Thank you
the simple fact
for
that
the
we know
dono.
almost next to nothing about this man's past. And so that could connect him to the rest of our five siblings. Now, is this theory dead in the water if that person in the flashback was the sixth sibling that brainwashed Yugioh after he was defeated in a master-style duel? Yeah, then that's probably gone. But for that slim fact that maybe this is right of why he's here, like there has to be a reason why Yuga is here, why he accepted this position, and why he's here. Maybe he is researching more about his past life. I lean more towards no, but I still have to hold out a little bit of hope for that.
Okay. So 2 holds on that. What's chat saying? What's the majority on chat?
A surprising amount of very few buys. There are some.
Yeah.
Surprising amount of holds, and of course a decent amount of sells. Actually, I feel like the sells and holds are pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty neck and neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caliber said sell.
Sell. All right. Buy, sell, hold. We have not met the villain of this arc yet.
Oh, buy.
Buy.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't. If anything, at the very least, we've like met him, but not we've seen him, but not established him whatsoever. But like, even doubt that. Which is like nothing again of note has really happened.
So Yuo or Nanaho, not main villain for you.
No. Ooh. I don't know now.
It's tough. I mean,
The ending of 70 is pretty ominous.
I mean that it's really I mean, what do you think? We have
I don't
not
know.
met the
I
main
don't
villain
know.
of this arc. Buy, sell, hold.
I'm selling.
Okay. Wow.
Sell.
I think Nanaho, in a combination of Yugioh hanging around in the background there. I mean, we're getting too deep into this arc now, assuming it's 13 episodes, to not set someone up as an antagonist. I think it's hard that we're probably, like, if we get it next episode, it's at the end of the episode, and that's what? The 5th episode in already into the arc? I feel like we're not going to drop a whole new character and then get rid of them 6 episodes later. So for that, I have to say sell.
Well, what's fascinating is if you, besides the first arc, if you consider there was really no villain of the 4th arc, Asana in the third arc was very early. Nail was hinted at very early.
Right.
Yuo was shown very early. Although, I mean, I wouldn't say Luke Man was the main threat of that arc, but I guess, that
You could say by the end he had the most duels.
maybe by the end. But yeah, kind of interesting. I don't know. I'm very in the middle. I still think it's going to be the guy that Yuo's dueling.
So you're
I think
holding?
he's going to be the orchestrator. So I would hold because technically we haven't met that guy yet, but I don't know.
That used. Oh.
Yeah, the guy that wipes memories. I
yeah,
mean, it's going to be, it'll be interesting to see. But what's chat saying?
A decent amount of, actually, mostly buys.
Most people feel we have not met the villain of this arc.
Right.
Okay.
Someone specifically said Nanaho is like a side villain, which I would also agree with. I
Yeah.
think. I mean, I feel like she has the whole branch of what's the family name? Nanahashi.
Nanahashi, yeah.
Could be a pretty good contender, like later down the line.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Her specifically, maybe a little side villain. Yeah.
It's fair. All right.
Very ominous ending, though.
The third one, speaking of that ominous ending in 70, and speaking of Nanaho, who obviously lost her first duel against Yuga, buy, sell, hold, Nanaho will never win a duel. Pete.
I'm going to hold on that.
Okay.
Who will
Hold,
never
please.
Nanaho.
Because
will never
win a duel.
I think there's a chance there that if she is not the main villain of this arc, or the arc goes longer, then she could become a recurring character that's kind of a thorn in the side of, Ranz and Renosuke and Yuga for that matter.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hold on that right now because I think there's a potential that she can get one win.
Okay. But you can also see her never winning.
Yeah, definitely.
Nanaho will never win a duel. Buy, sell, hold.
I'm gonna sell it.
Okay.
Sell.
I could see her not getting a win. I think there's a highly likely chance that there will be, again, sort of coming back to the whole side villain thing. I think she could very much be like a foil to Ranz and Renosuke as a direct competitor. Maybe she gets a win against Renosuke. So I think that's a pretty high chance.
Okay. Okay.
Or maybe Ranz. I don't know. Maybe Ranz or Renosuke. I think she could beat.
Okay. And we're going to stay with another potential threat this arc. Yuo will not duel this arc. Buy, sell, hold. Next say?
Sell.
Okay.
Sell.
Would love to see us pivot into a more serious arc by Yuo going up against the. Wait, what episode actually is the memory duel? Do we know?
No, we don't. The memory duel was shown to us in 68.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that could be the last episode of the arc.
Okay.
So I think we'll see it.
Buy, sell, hold. Yuo won't duel this arc.
Bye.
Wow.
I think
Bye.
he's a character that's gonna. These presidents, I think, are staying around. I think that's even more solidified that they've been restored to their presidency, and our crew works there now. So I don't think they're just gonna disappear unless it's for some crazy mission at the end of this arc. And I think Yuo is playing more of the long game here. I mean, we just established that he's probably not once again the main villain of this arc, and so to me, the next time he duels, he'll probably lose. So I don't think you just bring him in to lose and that's it. So I think he's going to be a background character for right now.
So you do not think he will duel this arc?
Fair.
Yeah, I could see him teaming up with someone and feeding them info, but not actually being the front face for it.
Fair. Very fair. What was the chat on that?
It seems like it was a pretty solid mix, I think. Right?
A lot of sells, a lot of holds.
A lot of stuff,
Alright.
yeah.
All right, and the final one for this game of buy, sell, hold. The sixth sibling will not be revealed again the rest of this arc. Buy, sell, hold.
Bye.
Wow.
Sell. Bye.
So
Bye.
inefficient.
It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think I think I get the feeling we're gonna get what we got last time, where it's like Mimi just gets this hunch. She figured out it's Yuga. We're gonna lead up to the big reveal, and then she's wrong, and we're not gonna tell you who it is.
Okay, so you do not think we will know this arc? Buy, sell, hold. Sixth sibling will be revealed this arc.
I'm going to hold on it right now
Okay.
because I think there's a
won't be revealed this arc. Sorry.
Oh,
There's
please.
a pretty decent chance that the end of this arc, I think that's when it's
also possible.
revealed. I think the fact that Mimi once again brought this up to the audience means that they're not going to have this hanging around for 25 more episodes. That we're going to get there. Because remember, we have to get there, and then we have to establish that character. And then we have to establish that character theoretically as a threat to probably win a duel and then lose a duel. Like, so,
If you believe it's a new character.
yeah, well,
Right.
I think it probably is. So we got to get to that. So I feel like the end of the arc, we get through some of this character building, maybe Nanaho, Yuo, and then we go into that.
Yeah, I think he will be revealed at the end of this arc. I would buy or hold that. I wouldn't sell it,
Okay.
but yeah, very interesting. Well, guys, that was another game of Buy, Sell, Hold,
Love
Yu-Gi-Oh!
that game,
Edition.
bro.
Thanks for stopping by. Buy, Sell, Hold. Appreciate you gentlemen playing. Thank you for playing in the chat. And, a lot of interesting theories. We will
Definitely.
see what comes true. I remember one of the ones that we did it in the middle of last arc, a Buy, Sell, Hold. And I had asked you two, and I think Caliber was here, will we see Roa, Asana, and Neil all duel this arc? And everyone, I think, was sell, because none of them were even mentioned,
Right,
and
and
then
they
all
all
three
got-
of them ended up, Roa twice,
Yeah.
all three of them ended up dueling. So that's the thing with Sevens, you just don't know what direction the show
no
and these
idea.
characters, no idea is going to go in. And speaking of random duels, Bakuro versus Hunt. That is happening next week. A weird duel, a wacky duel. We are going to be making our picks on that officially in just a little bit. But we're going to do some donations for right now.
Some I don't know.
All right. Okay, so we're going to start with the first Blake Engelbrecht dono, which is $10.
Thank you, Blake.
Said, watch the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach trailer that came out today. It's really cool, and play Five Nights at Freddy's for Halloween. I know a lot of people do that, actually. It's
Yeah, there's like so many of them now,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, there's a lot of
There's like 5 different editions.
yeah,
Also,
very creepy game.
before I do that, if you're wondering how chat was feeling on and Blake, thank you so much, and thank you for the nuke as well. If you're wondering how chat was feeling on is Yuga the sixth sibling, 56% said yes.
Wow.
44 said no, over 100 votes.
Big stuff.
So if you're wondering how a portion of the Sevens community is feeling, most people feel, well, maybe not most, a majority of people believe Yuga is the sixth sibling. So
Yeah.
that's pretty fascinating.
That is pretty fascinating.
So, interesting. I'm also interested to see where chat's going to feel Bakuro Hunt. That'll be interesting as well. But Blake, thank you. I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, I
Any
haven't
of you
either.
guys?
I've seen it played.
I've seen it played. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but I'll check out the trailer.
Yeah, sounds
Why
cool.
not?
Yeah.
It's Halloween. It's spooky. I like it.
It is
Blake,
spooky.
thank you, my man.
Yeah. Another 5 from Blake. I think if a new movie for Yu-Gi-Oh comes out, Yuya will be the protagonist because he is the latest to join Duel Links.
That is not a bad theory, Blake. However, if a new movie gets announced at Jump Festa in December, again, this is hopium. This is a massive hypothetical. It's a huge what if. If a movie gets announced at Jump Festa this year, it's not going to be released for another year and a half. And at that point, Vrain's World might come out, and then maybe you have a Vrain's character as the main lead, or maybe you just have kind of a movie where there's not really a set main lead and you have a bunch of like big characters in it. I don't know. It'll be interesting, but that's the one thing this Jump Festa where maybe that's like the best case scenario, right? We get a 4th Yu-Gi-Oh movie, so we'll see. But that's not a bad idea. But remember, when the movie does eventually be released after production and everything, Yu-Gi-Oh might not be the most recent one. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that, and obviously we will be live December 17th for Jump Festa, all 8 hours, covering every single thing in case there is a big announcement. I want to do some from the link. Dark Emperor J, thank you for the $2 tip. Mimi, I need to win this duel to save the world. Writers, you know the rules, and so do I. Dylan, everyone gets a fusion monster. Me, where is Mimi's fusion monster? Yeah, no fusion for Mimi.
Well, we meant like relevant duelists. You get fusions. That's what we meant.
Come on. I feel like, honestly, though, maybe not the most relevant. I feel like Mimi could have a pretty cool fusion.
Sure.
Think about it. No, dude. I mean, it'd have to be involve Diane Keto, right? Of course. But like a change of heart or like
Diane Keto and like a trash can, probably. Something like that.
Wow.
Diane Keto garbage collector.
Boom. Konami right there.
You could say she's in sanitation.
Diane Keto,
We
the
just did it
garbage
for you.
collector. Oh my
There you
god. Dark Emperor, that's true. No Mimi fusion, but hopefully that happens at some point. Solid Snack, thank you for the $2 tip. Another Mimi episode, so obviously it's another banger. Though sadly the Queen took another L. Really thought she would win this one. JK, I picked Roman. But there's always next time. For real, I do hope she gets one win, even if it's a joke duel. I'd like to see her get one win. I don't believe it'll happen. I'd like to see her get one win.
I would like to see it happen.
What do you guys think? Will she get a win before the show ends?
Before it ends? Yeah.
I think she'll get one.
Okay.
I think it'll be, and everyone will like congratulate her because they'll know how down she was. And,
Yeah.
Astronomical.
Yeah.
I don't believe she will, but most of the team here, Solid Snack, believes she will. So hopefully she does. Flail Lips, thank you for the $3 tip. I appreciate it. Dill Forget Me. Wow, first you got my name wrong. No, Flail Lips, I don't think you...
No.
Maybe I missed it. I'm sorry. I imagine during the opening.
You also got it wrong just by
I
saying
Flail
that.
IPS. Damn it, dude.
I didn't see it. That was the first one I got. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'll check that, Flail, but if I did miss you, I'm sorry, man. I had no doubt on Roman. Chapter 1 will be done, but it's on my phone notes for now, but I have no links to send. All right, well, let me know when you do have links. Also, loved the episode. I mean, it was a pretty decent episode, right?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was solid.
Overall, it was solid. I would agree with that.
Normal wackiness.
Did you get the flip over?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, I'll get these next.
Solid Snack, thank you for the $2 tip. Also, Mimi implying Yuga is the sixth sibling buries that theory, so there's his thoughts on that. Queen of Bad Reads over here. Also, Dill, my guy, don't try to do another month of videos. You look like you lost half your blood by the end of August. Love
You were
yourself.
exhausted, bro.
I was tired, man.
That was scary, dude.
Remember I would send you those videos of me with the coffee in the morning?
Yeah, and
You
your
still do that.
eyes would look like you were dead.
I didn't think
Literally
my
dead.
eyes looked that
And you
dead.
It was, yeah, it was bad.
I'm flirting with the idea of doing a video every day in November, but I am leaning towards probably not.
Don't do it.
I'm leaning towards probably not, but I will let you know if I take that challenge again. Solid Snack, love you though. And one last thing from Solid Snack, thank you for another tip, man. I appreciate it. Another thing I want to say is, goddamn, Mimi's career trajectory is a mess. From executive to puppet CEO to librarian to explosives labs accountant. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she...
Really hoping some meme things happen by the end of the show and she runs Goha, LOL, hashtag girl boss. Let me say this, Solid Snack. Even though I don't believe Mimi will ever win, the show will end with her actually being the president of Goha. I do believe that.
I
Probably.
would also believe that.
I do believe that. I think that would be a great end for Mimi's character.
She's setting her goals high.
Yep, so I do believe that. But Solid Snack, thanks for all the
No.
the love. X-Slayer, thank you for the $2 tip. Buddy, I hate you for ruining my childhood character, Sonic, and not giving us a timeline. Also, is the Yuga theory is coming back from the dead. Ha 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 ha. 56% of people believe he is the sixth sibling.
Hey, you know.
And we go back and clip us from the opening when we reacted to it, said we knew all along.
Yeah, easy.
Done.
Easy.
I would do that.
We can
Yeah.
frame it as however we want, and they'll have no idea. Oh.
We have 2 from Limestone that I'll read quick, then we'll get back to some YouTube super chats. Thank you for the $10 tip, Limestone. I appreciate it. Between Otis and Mimi, who would win? Because they don't seem to be willing to give adults wins. Dylan seems ready for Halloween with all the creepy things he has in his basement.
We have no
You
idea.
have no idea.
I'm throwing a big Halloween party. Actually, Limestone, I'm going to show you something.
Is
Don't.
Is the acorn bleeding?
Yep.
Don't do it.
Also, who would win, Mimi or Otis?
Oof.
Oh.
That's a combination of.
Otis.
Thank
Oh,
you for the dono.
you know, actually.
Mimi might win that one, dude.
I think Mimi would win.
Yeah, I think Mimi might win that one.
All
Otis,
right.
Otis usually likes
Have you
people. All right, chat. Prepare yourself.
Yeah, this
because
is scary.
This is like you might not be able to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
warning you.
So this is...
Do you need a hand, bro?
Hope I got it.
Oh my god. Dude, it's in the... It doesn't do it justice. The camera, it's not...
Horrifying. Absolutely
It's
horrifying.
It's way bigger than it looks on camera.
Yeah.
Limestone, I love that guy. Thank you, Limestone, for requesting to see that.
No one requested to see that.
No, not at all. Yeah, it's there's some scary stuff in this basement. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's terrifying down here, actually.
Don't do it, dude.
What's you? Yeah.
You guys already know this one.
This one you've seen.
Doesn't make it any better.
Oh, reliable.
This is my favorite.
We just put it here when Cal's not here.
This one looks great, man. This
Dude,
is
oh
definitely
my
the best
God.
thing I have in my basement.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And you have a PS5 down here.
Yeah.
I'm proud of this. Anyway, we got a good Halloween-filled basement. Don't you worry.
And you've spent thousands of dollars on giant cards, and that's the best thing in your basement.
Right. I want you to think about that.
Not this.
Yeah, I want
absolute
you
gem.
to think about that.
Or either of these blue gems. These gems, Blue Eye Spirit Dragon or Arcana Triumph Joker. Yeah, they're not the best. Bro,
Sadik.
he's trying to wreck my pumpkin, guys.
Oh.
All right, Limestone. Thank you, my man. I would pick Mimi.
Honestly, yeah, probably. I mean, Swirly beat
Right.
Otis.
Yeah.
And Swirly also beat Mimi though,
Yeah.
so we have to establish a kind of. I think the point though is that Otis kind of like in these
It makes people better.
The context depends. I think they're like if it's setting up to be like here's like a to make them better,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Limestone. Thank you for the
Or
tips.
Otis.
Husband.
There you go. Long lost husband.
That was a theory we
Had to
had.
go. Had
No,
to go.
that wasn't the theory.
Had to go into hiding.
No, they both
because
worked at
Goha was
Goha.
hunting.
Yoshio doesn't
yeah.
have a dad. That was the theory we had.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's actually a good point.
It's gonna happen.
I think that's.
I'd love it. I'd be really pumped.
I
Yeah.
would actually be pretty pumped.
Yeah. Let's hope it happens.
Actually, you know what? No, I think she can raise Yoshio by herself without.
Of course,
without help.
that's
She
been
could.
proven.
And I think she should. I think if he's not in his life, he doesn't need to be in his life.
Right, but maybe there were circumstances that he had
He had to go on the
leave
run.
for Yoshio's own health and safety.
Goha was hunting him.
Wow.
I want Mimi to talk about what happened to Yoshio's father.
I want a whole episode just about that.
Yeah.
I don't want
He
any
went
duel.
out for a pack of cigarettes.
I guess he won the lottery because that was 6 years ago. Oh, I love this show.
All right, we'll do some more from the super chats, and then we are going to talk about Hunt versus Bakuro. Interested to see what you guys are going to say.
Cool. No doubt.
I love this job.
We have
Thank
$5 from
you
Drago.
for the dono.
Even though it's a duel about Curry against Mimi, I love Roman's duel in this episode. The way she duels very serious, like she's in a high stake duel. By the way,
Yeah.
I agree. I thought it was great.
And that's the one thing that I have really enjoyed about Sevens, that I think a lot of people enjoyed about Sevens, that maybe they were a little critical on with Vrains, whereas Vrains, a lot of duels were Ignis, which was life or death, or life or death. These duels are about ridiculous things. Maybe you have too much to one side,
Yeah.
and maybe you would like a little bit more of a balance, but, these duels, the stakes seem high. They're really not in a
Right.
lot of cases,
Absolutely.
which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is funny how they played up to that role, but which is funny. But Drago, thank you so much, my man.
Well, for Roman, it was serious. She needed somebody to eat that curry.
Right.
And Mimi still got out of it. She
Yeah.
didn't have to eat it.
Yeah. No, you're both right.
We have $2 from Blake Engelbrecht saying, yes, you can watch it on YouTube, the FNAF trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, Blake, we will
Good
check
to know.
that out,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Thank you, Blake.
very much.
Thank you, my friend.
Another 10 from Drago77 Blue. I both like and am nervous that Mimi makes the Yuga being the sixth sibling because I want that to be the case. But I feel like Mimi pointed out it may be wrong, like with Swirly. Yeah, so I mean, we touched upon that at this point.
We definitely went
Yeah.
into deep. Blue, thank you for a big $10 super. I appreciate it, man. Definitely touched on it, during the opening thoughts. And, it's, for a lot of people, it's dead in the water now because of Mimi. For someone like me, always thinking, like, are they trying to do, like, Logic Olympics here where, we're going to have Mimi post this theory and everyone's going to think, she's definitely wrong because she was wrong already. And maybe that means she's not wrong. So
That's some pretty messed up psychology, actually.
the show has shown messed up psychology
Yeah, exactly.
before. Like, don't put anything past this show.
And I would not.
So, something to keep an eye on, Drago. A lot of people want Yuga to be the sixth, so we'll see. And 56% of people think he is. So,
It's pretty crazy.
can't find those numbers anywhere else.
No. We have $5 from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you, Phil.
Roman Empire, son. Hype for that. I think Mimi has more losses than 9-0. Owen, was it 0-9 Shingo? Is that he said 9-0, but
0-9 Shingo.
Yeah.
She does not yet. I think she's 0-5.
yeah.
0-5, I think.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, 0-5.
I
Yeah.
think she's 0-5.
Also, Dylan gonna send you chapter 2 tonight.
Yeah,
4
Philip,
days.
I responded to you on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it. It was your second account responded today. Really loved it. So send me Chapter 2, man. Excited for Chapter 2. Thank you so much for the super, Philip. I appreciate it, dude.
We have another $5 from Drago77 Blue.
Thank you, Drago.
If the Sevens dub were to happen, would they change the aspect of Mimi as an adult looking like a child? Have her be a more mature sister to Yugioh? No.
Decent sized change.
It would be a pretty significant change. I mean, I guess you could.
They could do that.
It doesn't
change.
have to be a decent size change because it could just be an older sister raising Yugioh.
Yeah, that's crazy. Drago, thank you for another super. That's actually something I could see them doing.
But why though? Wouldn't it be
To
funnier
get
in
rid
the
of-
dub to make fun of adults?
To get rid of.
I agree.
To get rid of the implication that the dad left. I mean, again, there's a lot of things that.
Also, the implication then would be that an
why
older
is the
sister is raising.
Yeah.
True, but Yu-Gi-Oh is no stranger to parents dying off.
Right. So then, what's the difference between one parent and also that's not she wouldn't be the only single mother in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, you're right. Are you referring to Yoko?
I'm referring to Yoko.
You never watched Dark 5, this guy.
Do I need to?
No, not to appreciate Yoko.
Exactly.
That'll be interesting.
It will be. It's a good point.
I don't think they will,
I don't
but
think they
I
need
could
to
see
change
them
it.
doing it.
Yeah,
they definitely don't need to.
Because I think, to your point, the whole point is the whole point is to make fun of adults. A lot of the theme of the show is like, adults are kind of stupid. so that would be Mimi, and that would be,
Yeah, I feel like that theme would work very well in a dub.
What's so funny?
Yeah, what is funny?
You want to share with the class?
Yeah, want to show them the meme?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have a word document.
I'll show you later.
He's got a Word document open.
Yeah, the Word document open.
Yikes.
Thank you so much, Drago. We're going to do a couple more, and then we're going to talk about 72 and 73. Exciting.
We have $5 more from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you, Phil.
He said, "See, I told you my boy Bakuro is not only relevant for an episode, but he's also dueling my other boy, money-making Mike / Hunt. Bakuro gonna fuse against Maximum."
That's amazing.
I love that
Yeah,
guy.
that was
amazing.
I love that guy.
Money-making Mike.
Money-making Mike. We're gonna talk a lot about this upcoming duel.
Yeah,
A
that'll.
lot about money making.
Yeah.
He did make money. He made a lot
He
of it
did.
too.
Yeah, he's a.
I would say coming up, me giving maybe not an opening, but a speech about how Mike relates to Dylan. It's coming up.
I thought you were gonna say the pitfalls of capitalism.
I could do that as well if you want.
The side eye is so good. All right, thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Philip.
We have $10 Canadian from Pick Rick.
Thank you, Pick.
Sevens has shown that adult characters aren't getting any highlights. Mimi being a middleman with being an adult but having the looks of a child, with her losing duels but still getting screen time. Yeah, I think that's spot on.
Yeah, 100%.
Remember she had to put the sign on her back that
Yeah,
said
I'm an
how
adult.
old she was? Yeah.
Yeah.
So she could drink at the bar, yeah.
Yeah. God, that was so
Somebody
long
said
ago.
they would probably cut that scene from a dub.
could just get milk.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
They probably might end up cutting that all together.
They'll cut that bar scene from the dub. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
But
We have one more, I guess, with the one more from... Yeah, I think that's a good place to move on. The one more from Pickrick, another $5 Canadian. It was shown that Yuo's memories and maybe the other siblings have been suppressed, which could mean they have known Yuga in the past, perhaps.
Thank
maybe,
you
yeah, their memories have
for
been
the
suppressed or
dono.
erased. And it's interesting to me that, like, Nanaho, and I said this last week, you weren't here, I thought posed similar abilities when she did to Swirly, where she, took control of Swirly and then he couldn't remember anything.
Yeah.
Very similar abilities to whatever character brainwashed Yuo in the flashback. So I don't know if there's some connection there. I'm not saying Nanaho is that, but I wonder if Nanaho is maybe working for that character.
Very
That was something I theorized
Oh.
last week. And actually, everyone at the table was like, oh, that's actually not a bad theory. So that's something that would not shock me because the abilities seem very similar.
That's a really good
That she
point.
had the ability to brainwash and hypnotize Swirly, and then he doesn't remember what happened, as he said. And this character clearly did that to Yuo. And they showed that in back-to-back weeks, or 2 of the last 3 weeks.
So she's the head of the Nanahoshi branch family, right?
No, she's the head of the insect club. Maybe she's the head of the branch family as well.
I think they said
They might
said
have.
that
Ron
she
said,
was part of that
I
family.
could have sworn they said head, but
They might have
They
said
might
head.
have said head.
They might have.
Either way, though, if that's the case, that could still mean that they serve
An adult.
also a Gakuto, like a sort of a foil to
Right.
Gakuto,
Right.
because he's sort of like we have Ranzama Nosuke who serve.
Right.
She also said she's the head.
She's that okay, yeah. So we have Ranzama Nosuke who serve Gakuto. If we have a cousin of them that serves a similar character, maybe, because we also
just
saw
interesting.
when they were describing the branch family, we did see like a figure in that. I mean, that was just figurative, but like,
Yeah.
it could relate to our much bigger, a bigger villain.
Yeah, 100%. So that's something to obviously keep an eye on. I think read 2 more because then I think Phillips leads into 72.
Perfect.
We're going to read 2 more and then we're going to make our predictions and get into 72, 73.
We have $5 Australian from Electric Kevin.
Thank you, Kev.
What are your favorite fusion monsters in Rush Duels and your favorite fusion monster in the main game?
Favorite fusion in the main game is El Shaddai Construct. Favorite fusion in Rush?
At the moment, it's Yugioh.
Yugioh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
love
Yugioh
it.
is cool.
I love that one.
Main game for me, obviously, it's Dragon Master Knight.
Right, of course.
Rush, it's Candy Live, by a long shot for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. The design, I think the design is so sick.
I think it's Candy Live for me too, actually.
Yeah.
Of the ones that have been shown, because there's a couple that I love that have not been in the anime yet.
Right.
But of the ones like Asana's, that beautiful dragon, the first fusion that was revealed for Asana, that's my favorite design-wise. My favorite of the ones in the show is Romin's. I'm gonna be so excited if Asana Duel gets announced because I want to see that monster animated so bad, and I like Asana a lot. What's your favorite main game fusion?
I don't know if I can guess enough of them if I have enough on hand to think of one.
Yeah,
Honestly.
no, that's fair.
Definitely fair.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much for the super and the question, man.
And then the last one leading into 72, Philip Rosewood, $5. Can't wait for the next episode. I think Bakuro will win since he's getting new cards, but he could lose lose. New cards don't mean instant with Roman Sushiko.
Yes,
Sure.
of course. She
Yeah.
got a new ace in there. And
it
then
didn't mean anything.
We all thought, oh, well, Roman walk over and Sushiko smacked her.
Yeah.
So,
Still baffled.
all over the TV remote.
Yeah.
What do you guys make of that? Do you don't correlate new cards with wins?
Well, not after.
Not
I feel
in
like,
sevens.
No, yeah, not in sevens. I feel like that the Sushiko Roman duel broke that trend.
It's still a tough call for next week, though.
Yeah, it's definitely still.
It's
a
just
tough call.
two, up to this point, not really that important characters. So,
Well, I think that's a good place to jump off, right?
That is a good place to jump off.
Thank you,
That's
Philip. But yeah, that's.
Yeah, we're going
'Cause-
we're going spoilers here. So if you don't want spoilers, now's your time to get off. But here we go. So this summary came out not too long ago, and this is episode
Yeah, you didn't give us. Oh, you did say.
72, the fantastic underground Luke factory. Hunt ran into Luke and the others in front of the Goha Corporation office. He thought that Goha gave off the smell of money, so he went together with Bakuro and Goha 7's newspaper club, who were at Goha to do interviews, to Goha's underground area. They discovered an abandoned factory in the deepest level, as well as certain machines that seemed like it came straight out of a dream. That
What?
is, it kind of gets kind of weird at the end, whimsical a little bit. That is 72. 73, which just came hot off of the press about an hour and a half ago. An adult corporate entertainment rush duel, thinking that Yuga might be the 6th Goha president, so they're really playing into that. Luke decides to curry favor with him, and curry favor, for those of you wondering, just means to try and like suck
Gain
up a
favor,
little bit,
yeah.
gain respect.
but it obviously
It seems like a bit of a play on
they
words.
give
I
a
like
play
that.
on words there of Curry.
Absolutely.
You also did the same thing. I don't know if it was unintentional or not. Of saying hot off the presses, Bakuro newspaper.
That was unintentional.
Well,
but
that was good.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
nice. Journalism jokes.
That's it. Gotta love it.
What do you guys make of these
that
two
one-
summaries?
So the first, I mean, the first half of 72 is funny because like Hunt's new skill now is just being able to smell money.
That's right.
It's not about. It has nothing to do with archaeology anymore at this point.
No.
And money.
Well, it's the business. The business turned him.
Yeah, the business. Yeah, I mean, we did say he changed.
Yeah.
But it gets kind of off the rails, right? Oh yeah, he bumps into Bakuro. I can see that.
It seemed like it came straight out of a
Yeah,
dream.
what is that?
Remember as well, Yugioh is in the preview, so his club, or at least him, will be involved in trying to find whatever is down there. Clearly they find something.
Yeah. I just I don't know how serious that's gonna be. Like it sounds more serious than maybe it will be, especially because like Yoshio's involved. That's not a slight against them. He just I don't think we've ever had like a truly serious episode with the Apocalyptic Club.
Yeah, that's true. Weird stuff going on.
Very weird stuff.
73. I'm still betting on that being some sort of Arc 5 reference. I don't know
Duel.
I don't know where 73 is going though. Luke sucking up to Yuga.
Gensika.
Maybe it means Gungenzika. I mean, I don't know where that's going. So I don't really know where we're going, but I haven't known where we're going this arc for a while now.
This arc is lost.
This arc is something, I'll tell you
Very
that.
bizarre.
We are going to
we do it now.
yeah. Well, what else are we going to talk about?
For a second, I thought the aura text said "fuck you."
I was hoping it did.
I just see that on the screen. I'm like, oh my god. That's not...
Damn. I hope you get a text like that now.
I'm also going to be running a poll in the chat. I'm very interested to see what the chat's going to be leaning towards for this.
I have no idea.
I just also noticed the way you add group chats now. We could have just used the. Actually, no. This was never mind.
No, it still works.
This is the right one. It was the other one. For some reason, there was a group chat that consisted of the same people.
Never forget.
Dude, never forget. So she
All
knew
right.
that statement, by the way.
What?
She knew you said that.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Um.
Oh, I literally. That's all right. You probably figured it anyway.
Are you nervous? I didn't
Did
actually
you
look.
send it already?
No, but I was like, hey, I
was like,
literally
I don't even have
showed
it.
him my screen and I already had typed in. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine.
I'm nervous.
I don't
for
even
this
feel
one.
good about this. I'm not
No,
gonna
I
lie.
don't feel good. Are we all ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, send.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
That makes sense.
Well, we're all together.
Pete, who are you picking for this duel?
Bakuro.
Okay.
Just feels like the way they're setting Hunt up. One, he's going to serve a greater purpose in finding this machine. So, boom, there you go. There's his purpose in the episode. And two, they're kind of setting him up as they've been. I know it's been a while since we've seen him of kind of like not an outright villain, but like he's not a great person.
He's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, so I feel like that, and also Bakuro, I mean, haven't seen a ton of him. Has not dueled since his debut episode in episode 5.
Yeah.
Probably going to give him a win.
I also picked Bakuro. For a lot of the same reasons you listed. I mean, I've always liked Bakuro. And I think he does. And I think for me, the importance of this this duel is the fact that now with the advent of fusions, we are showing that characters with maximums aren't unbeatable without a maximum.
Right.
Because that's been the trend since we've seen maximums. They all the maximums we've seen lost to fusions.
They haven't won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that will be the trend. We'll probably give Bakuro a fusion, and then he'll overcome the odds against the maximum.
Yeah.
And, so
Maybe he'll have a fusion.
yeah,
Who knows?
that would also be interesting.
Maybe he'll have a ritual. You don't know what happened.
Maybe he's gonna have a pendulum.
You love pendulums.
So, Calibro and Dredger are also picking Bakuro. Am I on the Bakuro train? Hell yes, I am. I would never pick Hunt. Are you kidding? This isn't actually even difficult. I'm very confident Bakuro is going to win.
Yeah, really.
And I'll tell you why.
All right.
I'll tell you why. Think
right.
about our
Calm
introductory characters that were challenges for our crew. Yugioh. He loses to Luke. His second duel, he wins. Menzaburo. He loses to Yuga. Or Luke. He loses to Yuga. His second duel, he wins. Yugioh, I'm sorry, not Yugioh. Bakuro was one of those three characters, right? Yugioh loses introductory wins. Menzaburo loses introductory wins. Bakuro was part of that group. We haven't seen him duel since then. But not only that, this show does not reward greed. Hunt has never won a duel. The salaryman Calzo, and I do have to bring him up, because he was also greedy, he was money hungry, and he has not won a duel either. And even Mimi, who's shown those kind of values as well, not as much as those two, has never won a duel. This is a show that does not reward characters for being greedy, and I think the win serves Bakuro better. We know what Hunt is. We know he's a sniveling little brat who would betray his friends if someone put a penny in front of him. So, we know what he is. With Bakuro, there is just a lot more to be desired there, and I think we're going to get that in this episode. I actually applaud the show for setting this duel up. Calibro said, as soon as I told him what this duel was, he sent the snoring emojis, but I was like, I actually disagree with that. If this was Luke versus Hunt, or Luke versus Bakuro, or Bakuro, or Yuga versus any of them, we know who's going to win. It's not even a competitive duel. But the fact that you're giving us two kind of random side characters that will have the focus and the spotlight to duel, I think that makes this a very fascinating matchup. And I'm pretty confident that Bakuro is going to win. I feel very good about it, actually. And I could obviously, even if I felt like Hunt was going to win, could never pick him. Bakuro, I will be rooting very hard for you, and I hope you get it done. So we're all picking Bakuro.
Yeah, we are all picking Bakuro.
Yeah. Are you as confident as I am on it?
I'm fairly confident. I do want to say I think part of your confidence is fueled by your hatred for Hunt, but your reasoning is good.
Pete, what do you think?
I just think that, as I said, you have so many similarities that you want to overlook of you and Hunt.
All right, we're gonna move on.
That's what
Looking in the mirror it can be a difficult thing. It's a bit sobering.
It can be horrifying.
Have I ever said to you guys, where I reached a certain point in my life, have I ever said to you guys, now that I've reached this point in my life, I don't need to be friends with you anymore?
Absolutely.
Be honest in front of the camera. I never have. He's lying, chat.
I think that there's been
if I'm lying, I'm dying.
In high school, times you and Cal hanging out at certain points, we wouldn't hear from you guys for a couple days.
12 years ago?
Yeah.
The same.
That's not even true.
The proof is in the pudding, is what they say.
There's no proof.
Listen, we saw you run a very successful business, money hungry wise, in high school, selling, chips and crackers and sodas out of your backpack. I think, at the end of the day, Hunt is just a misguided kid that has a lot of, capitalistic, intentions. He's just trying to make his way in the world and be a young entrepreneur.
Misguided kid is the phrase they use to describe serial killers in the bios years later.
I think that's a little far and a little off base.
Well,
you agree with me?
Never mind.
I mean, he's a guy that's just chasing a dream, Don't say it like that. He's a guy that's just chasing a dream. That's all he is. And you know what?
He's not chasing a dream. He's not chasing a dream.
The whole reason any of this exists, that the people here are watching right now, is that you chased a dream. You're as much like Hunt as you
But I didn't
say.
sell out to chase that dream, and I wasn't.
Well, that's something you could argue. Others would argue something else.
This is a crazy.
It's a Sigma male grind set, and I think anyone.
What did you just say? What did you just say?
A Sigma male grind set instead of mindset. It's a grind set.
Right.
I think if you're angry about Hunt, and his it's because he's making money and trying to get his bag, and you're jealous or poor.
Yeah, you see a younger you on the screen, and you don't like it.
You guys
maybe
are
back in the day
crazy.
you thought about having gold chain.
No, the Nick Yagi.
I do want a gold chain.
The Nick Yagi thing was one. That was one thing. This is crazy. This is some of the craziest stuff you've ever spouted.
You can't tell me that your grind in August. You grinded for the people, and you grinded for that bag.
Yeah, you did grind.
It was not.
That's exactly what this kid's doing, man.
No.
If someone put him under their wing,
you don't understand. He's stepping over people and using other. Yes, he is, and using other human beings in order to accomplish that. That's a horrible trait to
He
have.
had one shop where he was selling some Maximums. That was it.
Do you not remember the episode? Did you just forget about
Wasn't that bad.
How do you feel about Elon Musk?
My opinions of him are not too high.
Yeah, he's just trying to
How do
make
you think the internet views Elon?
I think a lot of people on the internet idolize him.
Right.
Yeah,
So how do you think the people see Hunt out there?
I think there are people that idolize him
Yeah.
because I think they want to probably be him. I don't.
There's nothing wrong with trying to just make your way in life. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm with you.
He's just trying
Thank
to have
you.
a thriving business, man.
It goes.
He's a
beyond
young
that.
kid. You don't gotta hate on him.
I'm not.
He is just a kid. For the record, he is just a kid. But I think he just needs a little discipline.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. By the way.
I don't want to hear that
hate him.
next week.
What?
I don't want to hear that next week. At the end of the episode, he comes around.
He's
and
not
then-
winning.
Nice transform. Even if he loses and he has a transformation of his character, I don't want to hear you're on the Hunt train at that point. I don't wanna hear
We
it.
could be higher on him though if he like turns around. It's like, hey, you know what? He's actually a pretty good kid.
Yeah, if he transforms, we'll see. But he won't. People like that don't change. Seen it too
Again,
much.
it's all going, 8-year-olds don't change.
Seen it too much in my life. He's probably older than that. He's got to be what, 13, 12?
You think he's older?
You think
than
that
a
kid's
thing.
13?
The fact that he's 8 should terrify you when he has this mindset. What do you call it?
Sigma male grind set?
There's nothing wrong with getting some gains, dude.
And honestly, I think, it's society. If anything, society. It does terrify me that an 8-year-old's acting this way. It's society that's.
You don't know
formed him
his
this way.
life. What if his family needs this money? He's out there grinding.
Yeah.
I can assure you that they do not.
You can assure that.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, I can assure you they don't because he wouldn't be spending his money on gold chains and a gold hat.
Or maybe he would because that's the kind of person he is.
That's messed up. It's probably not even real gold.
It probably isn't because he's.
His is what?
Listen, I'm not. I don't want to say what my true feelings on
Right, because
Michael.
they're wrong.
Well, no, I don't believe they're wrong. We just have different. We idolize different. You love Elon Musk. I don't.
Definitely
We
don't.
Who
just.
do you idolize, though?
Who do I idolize?
Shin Yoshida.
Abraham Lincoln.
You picked like the most like,
You know,
because like from that point you can't even like.
Oh, you can. I could.
You
I
really-
could. I probably won't on camera, but I could.
Right.
I just said the most generic thing I could think of.
And I'm sure you could. I'm sure there's some examples of like, that's problematic
Yeah,
because.
you could.
But I'm not going to say it's those
Not
things
on this
camera.
podcast.
Yeah, not on this
Probably
podcast.
I don't even know. I only know generally speaking.
Exactly.
I don't know a lot about.
You know
history.
not what you speak.
Who do you idolize?
I no man.
He said specifically no man.
I am no man. Lord of the Rings, right there.
Oh my
Oh, that's a great scene.
Yeah, it's
Love
a
that
really
scene.
good.
Well,
scene.
chat. Let me know what you think.
This
This is just nuts.
is crazy.
We're off the rails tonight.
I'm very happy though. It does my heart well to know 86% of people are picking Bakuro to win.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'd be very upset if Mike won, honestly. I think Bakuro. So 87% of people say Bakuro, less than 10 say Hunt, 3 say draw, no result. If I want you to know though, more people thought Mimi would win than Hunt would win.
Those had to be memes, though. I mean, there's no way the audience really thought she'd win.
I hope not.
There's just no way.
Yeah, I hope not. Well, listen, we'll see. I mean, it'll be a great episode. I'm sure about that. God, fingers crossed.
Well, we hope so.
Well, we hope so, yeah. Any thoughts on 73?
Honestly, I
I
mean,
don't have anything to say.
yeah,
on
I don't really
73.
have much to say about it other than like
Who's even the duel?
or
that's
maybe
gonna be
there's some
setting
kind of
up there?
detective thing going on here, or maybe him just kissing up. And
Yeah.
I think I get a sense it's probably going to be kind of a goofy episode, to be honest.
Yeah, that's how most of this arc has felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like based on the description, like if he's trying to gain favor of a someone he's already friends with, what could he possibly be trying to do?
It's just Yuga has access that he wants.
Yeah, oh,
He's,
absolutely.
he's just sucking up for it.
Yeah, I know why
he's
he
got
would do it.
FaceTime literally with the president.
Yeah, but if he's already friends with him, how much could you gain more favor? Like, what is he? What extreme is he going to go to gain
I mean,
more
this is-
favor
this
than he's
is-
already
This
got?
is a rook.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's going to be goofy.
Yeah, I agree. Well, we are all picking Bakuro. Almost 90%. I can't remember the last duel that was that high. 87% picking Bakuro.
Yeah.
Can't remember. Usually it's like 70-30. Maybe it's like high 70s, low 20s. 87% picking Bakuro.
That's it.
I think it's people picking with their minds and with their hearts as well. Because I don't think anyone... Well, we'll drop that part of the discussion. But
Don't forget to drop it.
don't forget to drop the... Nick C.
Friendly reminder that Bakuro runs on protagonist hair logic.
Who said that?
The Stinkfly 3. He does have pretty good anime protag hair.
He does.
He
He does.
Well, they're doing that spin-off show of him.
For Bakuro? Mm-hmm. Is it like a news reporter?
It's like a gritty... Remember the movie Spotlight?
I do.
It's basically the same thing.
Oh, no.
And it's him just breaking
Have you seen Spotlight?
incredible stories.
No.
That's what it's about.
It's a great movie, by the
Great
way.
movie.
Well,
Very
chat-
good movie. Not maybe the best application here, but
Well, it's just, that's the first journalism movie I can think of.
I'm using the restroom chat. I will be right back if you want to do some supers. I'll be right back.
Film noir with Bakuro.
Let's go Bakuro.
Remember when I did a college film that was Noir? When I shot that? I showed you that.
Yeah,
one.
that was
Remember that?
so great. Wait, do you still have that?
I have it somewhere.
We need to find that.
It's somewhere. I played a detective in that one. That's your son.
This is my son. Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
That's what Mimi said
Yeah, that's what,
when Yoshio's dad
Yeah.
walked out the door.
Yeah, and that's why
He did them wrong.
Yeah, and what could he have done really? Maybe
She had a kid with another family.
Oh,
That kid, Hunt. Boom, blew your mind.
wow. Oh my God.
Thank
So
you.
they're like meant to be like.
Yeah.
Thank you for
dad-
the dono.
All he cared about was work. Hooked up with his secretary, had Hunt. And
It's like, well, he has to take care of one of them.
Yeah, and Hunt gets all his principles from his dad.
Selfishness.
Family discourse. There you go.
Wow,
It's Rose spinoff.
that's a good. A Yu-Gi-Oh drama. I think that's what's
But
nice.
I want it shot in daytime drama TV.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
a soap opera.
Yeah,
like super dramatic camera
and like
angles,
all the
music.
perspectives. Like it can't be like regular. No, we're doing like
Yes,
flat, like
absolutely.
straight on.
Yeah. Completely over dramatic acting. That's what I want.
Genius. Honest. That's $1 billion idea.
Yeah, we're writing stuff tonight. Should we do some donos while he's gone? He's gonna be gone, brother.
Oh yeah, we should do. Yeah. Wait, I just want to answer Cammy's question. What is the difference between a film noir and a horror movie? Pretty drastically different genres. Film noir is more like, imagine a black and white sort of gritty detective film. Like think like the 40s,
40s, 50s. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's not like scary. It's just like gritty and more about like detectives and like America at the time, really.
Yeah,
Or actually,
like-
not even necessarily America. I mean, there's French.
Yeah,
film noir.
it's usually the underbelly of society.
Underbelly. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have
Could that
obviously horror movies, which speak for themselves. The idea is mainly to scare you. I mean, that's the intention of a horror movie.
Yes. But yeah, good question. We'll do a couple of donos while Dylan's gone.
Sounds good.
Oh no, he's back. So, never mind.
Don't jump. Jesus.
Hey, Liza. Hey.
This isn't Liza. This is my son.
And when that happens and you think that's Liza, I've known you've lost it.
Dude, why? There's no reason an acorn should bleed.
Well, no, I think it's the blood from the mouth.
But then why is he eating an acorn?
What if he's squeezing it so hard his hands are bleeding around the acorn?
Wow, that's a good idea. But would you think a zombie squirrel would eat acorns?
I don't know. I've never encountered a zombie squirrel.
Hopefully we never have to.
Do you see a zombie eat like a human zombie?
Like a hamburger?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or even anything.
they
that's
would eat
not
a
human.
cow.
They would eat a cow.
Mega Karibo, I want to thank you for the $4 tips. Really appreciate it, my friend. Hey guys, enjoyed the episode. I'm enjoying this art for what it is. I've been turning my brain off and enjoying the fun instead of
There we go.
expecting big plot elements. I feel like if I expect big plot, it will disappoint me like in the last arc. That's true. I think a lot of times expectations can sometimes be letdowns. Like for me, like I spout all these theories. I have all these discussions. I host all these discussions on my channel. But like whatever way they go, as long as it's like interesting and I think well executed, I'm okay with it. But there are a lot. I'm not saying you're one of them, Mega Kariba, but there are a lot of people that I know that will think something massive is going to happen, or like this is exactly how it will play out, and then if it doesn't, they get angry at that.
Right.
So, that's
That's that.
That's that.
And
But Mega, enjoy it. Just
Mega's
turn your
got
brain
another
off and
one.
enjoy it.
Yes, that's honestly part of why I am enjoying the episodes, because I don't create expectations. I enjoy the quirkiness of it.
Well, I enjoyed last arc. The whole Luke Man plot didn't go at all as I expected, and it was a bit too over the top for me. So I think I'm done theorizing, and we'll just accept the show for what it is, a fun, silly show with card games. Plot isn't the focus. Yeah. And listen, if you make that realization and you still want to watch the show and you're still enjoying it, then you have reached pinnacle success. If you refuse to accept that reality, bash the show every week,
Still watch it.
or you make that assumption, not assumption, but realization, and still watch it even if you don't enjoy it, then that's probably when it's time to move on to a different show.
Yeah, absolutely. And it sounds like masochistic behavior, where it's like, hey, I hate this and I hate watching this, but I'm
There's
still
a
going
lot
to do
of
it.
channels that love doing that.
Yeah.
Hate
Make
watch.
money off of that.
Yeah.
A lot of people
why
love
do
hate
that? It's
watching.
like you're just wasting your time. And
Yeah, watch something you enjoy.
exactly.
Yeah, a lot of people love hate watching. But I mean, there's been a lot of things that I have obviously theorized or thought would happen that didn't, with Arc 5, with Vrains, with Sevens. But as long as it's well executed and interesting, I'm never gonna bash it and say, oh, I wish they did this. There will be times where I'm like, oh, I didn't really like the Battle Beast arc, or I didn't love the ending of Arc 5. But like, I don't think those are like, because I set my expectations too high. I just don't think they were well executed storylines. So like, there's that aspect of it as well. But there's been not many things in Sevens where I was like, yeah, I really just thought that was bad. I mean, there have been some things like the Luke pigeon duel. I was not.
That might be the low point of the show.
Yeah.
Really.
So like, there's of course been some things with every show,
As you can imagine.
There's just some things that don't land.
Right.
for me.
Right.
Exactly. That's really it. Like, there was an attempt, it just didn't land, really.
Right, exactly. The Flail IPS, thank you for the $4 tip. I'm Flail IPS, not Flail Lips. I know, man, I'm sorry.
Come on,
Mimi
bro.
gets around a lot work-wise.
You what?
Work-wise. We said work-wise.
Right, but
and also, I believe Yugioh will be the sixth sibling because it'll be interesting. That's pretty fascinating. 56% of voters today believe Yugioh will be the sixth sibling. I'm not one of those, but the majority of people think he will be the sixth sibling.
I know.
So it's interesting. It's definitely interesting, and Flail is one of them. Flail IPS, it's horror. It's horrifying. Put it away, Dill, before we blow up Goha. I think Rowan takes her cooking seriously, but yeah, she should. She's an artiste. She is an artiste. Flail IPS, thank you so much for the tips, man. Thank you for being here. And yeah, there was another one. Sorry, Pete and Nick, but I'm with Dill. But Dill, in the words of Greed from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, greed may not be good, but it's not evil either. You humans think greed is just money or power, but everyone wants something they can't have.
It's true.
What do you think about it?
Greed does not necessarily have to be monetarily.
Yeah, well, that's true.
We just often think of it in that way.
It's kind of a fascinating quote because I believe greed is an evil trait to have, but
It's one of the 7 deadly sins.
It is one of the 7 deadly sins.
everyone wants something they can't have. So I guess that's kind of humanizing greed.
Right.
Which I get that as well.
Which is why the Greed character from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was the one to say it. So it's a bit ironic. But
Did you watch Brotherhood? I've heard it's
I watched
great.
a little bit of Brotherhood.
Is he like a villain?
Yeah, oh yeah. All those characters are related to 7 deadly sins.
Oh, really? I
Those
didn't know
they're
that.
Villains, yeah. Yeah, I think you could humanize greed, sure, but I was joking, honestly. So I am with Dylan as well. I mean,
Really?
I don't hate an 8-year-old, but I
don't hate him.
eh.
I think his behavior is abhorrent. I can say that.
Abhorrent.
If you see an
Abhorrent,
8-year-old
what would it
in a McDonald's throwing trays at other families and stuff, you're not allowed to say, well, that 8-year-old's behavior is horrible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course you can say that. That's what I'm saying with Hunt.
Well, you said I don't think someone like that could change, is what you said verbatim.
I have my doubts about that, seeing people in my life as they've gotten older. Some people have changed.
You've often been around lots of 8 to 10-year-olds who never change their behavior.
No, they were kids. You guys are a lot. There were kids when I was younger that were in my friend groups that behaved, I thought, abhorrently. And I don't think their behavior into adulthood, the ones that are still around, has gotten any better. So that's all I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't. No. See, that's where we have our disagreement, I think.
Well, what's the disagreement? You know people that have changed for the better.
Yeah.
And I do too.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying
You're saying the problem is systemic. It's not, the issue isn't the fact that he's a terrible person. It's the fact that he was motivated by money and greed.
Right.
As an 8-year-old.
Right.
Because of his environment.
But we don't know if it's because of his environment.
At 8 years old, it's because of your environment.
Everything I've seen, well, this show is not a mirror of reality. We have Yugioh in Goha Corporation.
But you're mirroring reality. You're the one saying, I've seen people and people like that don't change. You're mirroring reality.
Well, I've seen a couple of people in my life.
But you're mirroring reality, then.
Yes, I am mirroring reality in my own
skewed version of reality.
In my own,
I think in most of our lives, as a kid, to make money, we all tried to sell things or make a quick buck so we could afford whatever we wanted, like a video game or something else. I mean, that's just
like marking up sodas in high school.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't mark them up, actually, which is crazy.
It was absolutely mark up.
So no, it wasn't. Sodas were illegal in high school, and I smuggled them into the high school.
Right.
And I would sell them to students who wanted soda.
But see, that was
unethical behavior.
I was breaking the rules.
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was unethical. I think it was unethical of the school systems to dictate what kids cannot and can drink in high school.
Just like we couldn't wear hats or chew gum.
Right.
Do you think it should have been an anarchy?
I don't think it should have been I don't think it should have been an anarchy, but that was a little extreme. So I was fighting the system by bringing in sodas to the school.
And I'm all for you, by the way.
Right, I know that.
Fight the system, yeah, for sure.
Right. So we're saying the same thing.
No,
but we fight.
But you're making a problem. If you how much were those 12 packs?
Those 12 packs were for one 12 pack. They were $5,
and you sold them for $1 each.
$1 each.
So you made a profit.
I made a very slight profit.
There was a markup.
There was a markup, but given the
if you sold it at cost, if you sold at cost, you'd be doing them a service. You're doing yourself a service.
No, you're wrong. What I could have done, by the way, because I had a complete monopoly on that market, is I could have sold those sodas for $3 a pop, and people would have bought them.
So then you're not fighting the system.
I am fighting the system. No, I'm not the system. Because I sold the sodas at such a low markup cost.
I could have gone out and bought myself a 12-pack and brought those in myself.
You could have, but you didn't. I never sold you a soda, so I don't know what. I don't know what.
I'm just saying, you know.
I did buy a couple sodas.
People can be motivated by greed and change. I've seen it in the flesh.
You think that was motivated by greed?
Absolutely.
Or it wasn't motivated by graciousness.
That was motivated by having enough money to just do things with friends, like go to a pizzeria.
That's what Hunt's doing.
The gold bars in his office. That's money. That's money to a fault.
That's just the vision of Sevens that it had to take it to
But
the
also,
top
it's not just that he's abandoning his friends for money. It goes beyond just wanting to make a profit. I don't think you even watched the same episode.
I think you have a lot of biasness.
I don't. I just think we didn't watch the same episode, and that's fine. We took different things from that episode.
No, I'm taking the same thing you are. I just think self-reflection can be a very difficult thing.
Yeah.
God, I cannot believe
the first thing that you have to do is admit that there's a problem.
No, I know for a fact.
And I don't think you're currently like that. I'm just saying I think you see a former self in him that you were not happy with at the time.
No,
and you've moved on.
If I put a backpack on that kid with sodas in it, that's you.
Yeah.
Same guy.
No, because I didn't abandon my friends for profit. And you can joke around about it all you want, but you know in your heart that never happened. I didn't abandon my friends for profit, and I didn't make money to the point where I was showing it off and flaunting it.
I mean, you use a lot of that money to buy lottery tickets and then try to make more money off of it. So.
Right. Well, but like I never won lottery
But
tickets.
if you
Lottery
did,
tickets are an
you
issue.
probably would have bought gold chains.
I would not have bought gold chains. I would have bought a home for my mom.
I'd buy that.
Yeah, what?
I'll buy it for a flipping second.
You guys are crazy. I mean, you guys really.
You haven't talked to your mom
I'm
in
just
3
saying.
years.
I'm just saying an 8-year-old can change.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
You are.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that the behavior that he has shown, specifically him, has been very concerning.
Right.
Sure,
And I have my doubts that someone like that.
And now, if you see that progression this episode, will you come on next week to maybe speak in lighter tones about it?
So
Sure.
Here's my concern. As
the glasses
someone,
are off.
as someone who, and maybe in a different world,
Okay.
decided to finish pursuing counseling, that perspective of I have trouble seeing someone like that, thinking that someone like that could change, is a concerning thing from another counselor.
It would be.
That perspective
He's
is
going
concerning.
out as counselor.
And if I completed my course,
Then maybe your perspective.
I think
would
my
be different.
perspective would be different.
Maybe it would be. Yeah.
because I understand it's flawed thinking.
It is-
well,
it
it's like when the court asked, "Can you have an unbiased perception of the court during jury duty?"
Yeah.
And you have to say yes or no.
And they still picked you anyway.
They still pick me anyway. I brought up the Casey Anthony trial to the judge, and she said, "Wow, that's interesting." And I was like, "The judicial system, I think, is pretty bad here."
It is.
Still picked me for one of the jurors.
They liked that you had moxie.
I guess that's what it was. Yeah. You're not allowed to do lottery tickets until you're 21, but I would walk into 7-Elevens, go to the machines, and they would
they
never.
didn't care.
No,
I was 15. I was clearly not 21.
No, yeah, but you also didn't need anyone over there. It literally just feed your money in, it comes out, you walk
Yeah,
out
those
the store.
machines are kind of crazy.
So- And it was right by the front door.
Yeah.
So
And they're making money. They don't care.
They didn't care at
pretend
all.
like they pretend like they don't see you. Yeah. Well,
I
listen.
think we can move on. I got my joy
You
out
got
of
it
this.
All right, you know what? We'll talk more about it next week.
I got my joy out of that. But now I have my ammo for the canceling and keep coming.
I
on.
love that.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with the links. Oh no, I have
we
one
see-
from C. Advan.
Okay, cool. That's all right. Great.
Thank you for the $2 tip, C. Advan. Can someone explain to me why drones with no sense of taste are in charge of cooking food? Someone calling Gordon Ramsay. We've got some serious nightmares for the kitchen. I'd love seeing his reaction to Roman's cooking, language and all. Yeah.
I mean,
Why
who's
did
to say-
good point.
also why did the drones all have masks on but Roman did not?
Masks.
Didn't all the drones weren't they wearing masks in the kitchen?
I mean, they can't spread anything.
I
Right,
don't know.
exactly. I think that was part of the joke.
They're
Pull it up.
drones.
I thought they were all wearing masks.
It's on my hard drive. I'll go re-download it.
No,
I'll grab it. I got it.
I maybe it's just maybe it was just their design. Maybe I was just seeing it.
Yeah, I don't
on
know.
them.
Maybe I now I'm drawing a blank on that. But I do want to say I don't. Who's to say that the drones nowadays don't have taste sensors?
Right. Well, it's Goha, so it's top of the line dronery. So they probably do have taste sensors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just everything there is made off of drones. Drones are just the pinnacle of their job.
Yeah. I mean, drones are the pinnacle of their job. Did you pull up the picture, man? Come
No,
on.
I gotta find it. So why don't you go to the next zone, bro?
You gotta.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they were wearing them, and Roman
got
wasn't
masks,
wearing. Yeah, they were all wearing masks, and Roman wasn't wearing a mask.
Well, no, neither was our head chef though.
That's true.
Most of them were wearing them.
That's true. But it's just ironic to me that the human wasn't.
I
And
think that's probably
yeah.
part of the joke.
And also, she's an 11-year-old. She's probably gross as hell. And
Damn.
So you're assuming all 11 years.
yeah, but that's why we have to teach them about hygiene. I think that's part of the
Right.
counseling curriculum.
And I
That's fair.
believe that when we teach them that, they'll change.
Yeah.
Some people do, and some people don't.
Have you ever heard of the phrase unconditional goodwill?
No.
Good. No.
What is that?
Explains a
It's
lot.
like a perspective that counselors should go into with their students. They should have goodwill towards their student, regardless of preconceived notions.
Now you know I'm not a counselor.
No, I know, but I feel like
For good reason.
I was only in it for a semester.
Yeah,
it was all the general concepts that I don't really remember much of. That was 5 years ago.
But as someone who thought about,
I did think about
pursuing,
it, and then I thought, not for me.
I can see why.
You don't let him talk to me like this?
I agree with him. Thank God you are not mentoring the youth of America.
Oh, my Lord. That's why I went into sales instead.
Right, because
the complete opposite.
Because you're much like Hunt.
By the way, I'm not in sales. I would never do sales.
He's a deceptive parasite.
Wait, what was the rest of Season Devon's donation? Did we address all of it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, we addressed everything regarding that. So we'll just continue with some of the links.
Thomas, right?
Yeah, next is Thomas. TNX Rail with 2 pounds. That Jets result from that Jets results from as you know a Titan fan.
Jets suck. That probably will be our only win. The Titans are probably the weirdest team in football, right? Lose to the Jets, beat the two
Bills and the
AFC
Chiefs.
championship teams.
But hey, that's any given Sunday, they say in the NFL. You know,
Unless you're the Jets or the Lions.
No, the Jets did it. Professional team, they won a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we get to watch Mike White this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to the Bengals-Jets game, unfortunately.
Yeah, you dragged me to it, so thanks.
Sorry. I can't even deny that. TNX Rail, man. Go Titans. I like the Titans, so...
You were the Titans in Madden at one point.
I was the Titans in Madden. Vince Young, 2004. Yeah, so go Titans. Yeah, awesome.
I think it was like 2008. But yeah.
It was Madden 08. I think you're right. Yeah. TNX, thank you, man. Jets suck.
We have $20 from X Slayer.
Thank you, X. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much.
If a movie was to happen, my predictions is a DM reboot where we get a new story with the same characters, same arc, but now everyone uses all the summoning mechanics in different scenarios of every duel and result. Wow.
It may be cool because you established the game already, and all that stuff exists now. So
right, so we
it's
can
just
cut
free
out
game.
Yeah, they can just do whatever they want. They can redo like Duelist Kingdom with Pegasus as like the main threat, and that would actually be pretty interesting.
See Seto Kaiba XZs.
Yeah, he has an XZ's Blue Eyes. He can synchro that Blue Eyes. Yeah, so like it would be really, really fascinating if they did that. But X-Slayer, we'll see. I still believe that if they do a movie, it probably will be based on the original. So for that reason, X-Slayer, I do actually believe that there maybe is some legitimacy to that. But, you know, we'll wait and see. I don't want to get too crazy on the hopium for a movie, but I'll definitely be hyping it up between now and Jump Festa, which is only less than 2 months away. X-Slayer, thank you for the very generous super chat, man. I greatly appreciate it, dude. Love you, man. Thank you.
The bomb. We've got $5 from Philip Rosewood. Okay, so I got the message, Dill. I sent you my story called Orison Curse. You responded to the Arc 5 fanfic I sent you, so if you read the Orison Curse, that's me.
Oh, I will,
Different story, though.
Yeah, so I will read that, Philip. Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you, Philip. I'm excited to read more of your work, and thank you for another super, my friend. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Actually, I'm gonna before I'll come back around. I just one, but I'll continue it because it's a continuation of that. $10 more from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you so much. Philip.
I'll send you my real work, Orison's Curse. This whole time I was thinking you read that, but the Arc 5 fanfic was written by 2 people. I just wanted to send it to you for a better Arc 5 story, so I'll clarify.
Oh, did I not read the right story?
Yeah, you read the Arc 5. Yeah.
So
unless I assume I don't know what you read and what you didn't read, but I guess what you responded to was the Arc 5 fanfic.
Oh, I'm sorry, Philip. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, send it to me, and I will read it by the next Sevens Up. I will read it, Philip. I'm sorry about that, man. I was under the impression that you had written that fanfic, but
I'm under the impression that he might have been one of the 2 people.
One of the 2 people. Well, Claire. Well, yeah. You don't have to donate again, by the way. You can just write it in the chat. But Philip, thank you for another high amount of supers, man. Love you, dude. I'm excited to read your story tonight. Mm-hmm. Oh, did he say one more?
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, I'll read that one too, just to wrap up that trilogy. Sorry for 5 more from Philip. Sorry for the confusion. I'll send you more of the Arc 5 fanfic alongside my actual work. I can't take credit for something I didn't make. Just want to share it.
Okay.
Gotcha. So, yeah.
Well, you have good taste in stories, so I'm excited to read your actual work, Philip. I apologize. I thought you were the writer of that fanfic. But no worries. I will read everything. So I will let you know what I think of your work, your actual work. But I'm sure it'll be great. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. But thank you, Philip. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. And thanks for clarifying.
We have $5 from Ice Aiden.
Thank you, Ice.
Do you guys think Mimi will ever get a win, or is her role to be more of support and investigate for the main crew? We touched upon that.
Already touched about it, Ice Aiden, a little earlier. They believe that she will get one win.
One, at least.
I don't. I think she will end as the president of Goha, but I don't think she will get a win.
Yeah.
But I do think the latter is more possible, more likely.
That she
That
won't.
she's kind of the mother, and she's the support and investigation part of the crew, and that's really it.
Yeah. I will see, Ice. Yeah. For all the Mimi fans, I hope she does get one.
I hope so too. We have 5 Australian dollars from Latrell Kevin.
Thank you, Kev. Thank you, man.
Get hype for the next 2 Pokemon episodes. Airing tomorrow, Ash, ranked 64th, versus his rival of this series, Bea, ranked 30th. Sounds awesome, honestly.
Is Bea the same Bea like the karate Bea? Type in Bea Pokemon. It actually might be, because I know they brought back a bunch of... Yeah, it's definitely her. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I did not realize that she was the fighting... not the fighting gym, but the rival for this arc. That's cool. Pete, who do you think wins, Ash or Bea?
I mean, from what Kevin has been describing, it seems like Ash is on some kind of run here. So I would pick Ash.
He's up to 64.
I've never watched the show.
Yeah.
I remember he cracked the top 100.
Right.
Now he's at 64. It's got to be pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ash. I also know Cynthia is. I also know Cynthia is showing up in December to help promote Diamond and Pearl. I had heard that, Kevin. So yeah, Pokemon Anime seems to be doing some amazing things. So I ignore them. I don't know what they're doing. So I'm very excited to keep hearing about it, because I hear about it on Twitter. I hear about it from you. I should binge watch it. If I had more time, I'd binge watch it. But maybe if I ever reach Twitch partner, I'll go ahead and binge watch.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's 18 plus stuff that they're looking at now, and it's
for the record, warning to anyone.
It's late here on the East Coast, man.
If you just look up Google images Pokemon Bea, there are a lot of normal images, but on the first first 20 images, there's a lot of not safe for work content.
It ain't good.
that's right on Google.
That's right on Google.
All you typed in was Pokemon Bea.
That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah. Kevin, thank you, man. I'm rooting for Ash. Who do you think wins, Ash or Bea?
Ash for sure.
Picking Ash. Yeah, we're all picking Ash. We mean nothing. We don't watch the show, but yeah, we
seems like an exciting show.
No, it seems like sure Arc 5 done really, really well. Yeah.
Not super NSFW, but some of it's pretty bad. Definitely suggestive at the minimum.
Next.
Someone was asking. I just want to make sure it's clear, because a kid could literally Google that.
They could.
To find out about the character from the anime. That's concerning to me.
That's Google's algorithm.
Yeah.
They're get up with them.
Yeah. We have 2 pounds from TNX Rail.
Thank you, Thomas.
I try Roman's cooking, but I may be a bit crazy. Honestly, same, bro.
I would not.
I would.
Well, I
Actually,
kind
you
of
know
made
what?
it.
No, but...
I don't think hers was going to explode.
I think here's my thing. I would have, but after seeing the type of explosion that happened when the two of them mixed...
But then again, you could have an iron stomach like Rook. Be completely fine.
Yeah, he was perfectly content after it exploded. So, yeah...
It depends on how hungry you are.
I'd try anything once.
Yeah.
I wouldn't try it.
Even separately?
No, not
even if you didn't mix them?
No.
Well, you're a picky eater, so.
I'm a bit picky, yeah.
That's fine. That's okay.
Yeah. Thomas, thank you, man.
We have $5 Canadian dollars and 9 cents from Pick Rick.
Thank you, Pick.
Hunt had a nasty look in the preview, so going with Bakuro. Also, no sign of the rest of the Dino Club. Really went from a bone digger to a gold digger.
Yeah, he did.
I like that. I like
that too, Rick. That's good play on words. Yeah, I don't know what's gone on with Khan. It's almost like they kind of have abandoned him. I also will never forget all the groups were sitting together in a row like this.
And he was separate.
And he was separate from them. He was in front of them, which I was like, that's kind of weird. I think that will be further talked about in this episode. Also, remember, he's using Bakuro to seemingly interview people to get to where he wants to go. And I think that gives Bakuro even more motivation to duel him and defeat him. I'd be very surprised if Bakuro doesn't win this duel, honestly. I really would be. I feel pretty good about that pick. But, yeah, listen, Pick, thank you so much. And, Didn't do a watch along for 71. We might do a live one for 72 or subbed, but we will see about that. But Pick, thank you so much, man.
I just want to mix. I think there's another flail here that came in a little bit after.
Cool.
Just want to make sure you can confirm that later. So the next link is not link, excuse me. Super chat. We have £5 from Nicholas Horton. Do you think the Yu-Gi-Oh anime will have unhinged world destruction type villains again, or stay with the Sevens format of villains?
Like ever?
He meant to say, do you think the next Yu-Gi-Oh anime?
Well, we could.
I believe, which is fine.
I think, or next, or any future.
Do you think the next Yu-Gi-Oh anime, will have unhinged world destruction
Depends.
villains?
Does it stay with Bridge?
I think it will stay with Bridge. I believe that Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens will, Yu-Gi-Oh! 8, excuse me, will have world destruction type villains.
I agree. I don't read it the same way you do, though. I think he meant like as an IP, like the future of Yu-Gi-Oh, not specifically.
Oh, well, then I feel very good saying at some point,
Yeah.
yes. I think the next one will as well. I think the next one, I think they're going to try to have Yu-Gi-Oh! 8 and 9 grow with the audience. I really do.
Yeah,
I think by
agree.
Yu-Gi-Oh! 9, the people that were 10, 11, 12 years old that started with Rush Duels, they're going to be 17, 18 years old now. And I think that they're going to try to not get crazy, but I think we will see a little bit of step up in more consistent seriousness, but obviously with comedy still being the main focal point. That's what I believe, at least. That's what I think they'll do.
Yeah, I very much.
I would
agree.
like to see that.
Yeah. Nicholas, thank you.
I
man.
never thought coming off of the last show that I would miss stakes.
Yeah.
And that
well, that's
show
fair.
had, it was stakes every
I know,
single
I know.
freaking
It's
week.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, there's
Whenever
hopefully it'll be a more balanced.
Sure, absolutely. We have $2 more from Philip Rosewood. I'll just send the 2 chapters tonight for sure.
Yeah, send them both. I promise you, Philip. I will read them before the next Sevens up. I promise, Phil.
Cool. And then as of now, I think this is our last link, our super chat.
Okay.
It's £5 from Nicholas Horton saying the upcoming Ash vs. Bear rematch battle is a 2-parter battle.
Right, that's what it sounded
yeah.
like from what Kevin said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be really entertaining.
I'm excited. I'll watch the AMV of it.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of AMVs of the Pokemon battles on
See the
YouTube.
highlights,
To
yeah.
see the highlights.
It
Yeah,
was
it's cool.
surprising that people get those up and get them to stay up.
Yeah, I guess because usually the footage is going so quick
Yeah.
that
Like
the
quick cuts and-
the automated bots don't detect it, and it would have to be detected by someone who worked for the company, which will happen, but it usually takes a little bit of time.
Oh, wait, no, before we go, real quick, $10 more from X-Slayer. Bro, Brust of Destiny Starlight, Rare Starlight Road being printed. Also, will the next anime had all the dueling format include cross duel in the mix? Because the way I'm feeling it could happen.
Well, X-Slayer, thank you for another big super chat. We are opening a case of Burst of Destiny, half a case.
Oh, burst it.
6 boxes of Burst of Destiny on Twitch. That will be probably in early-ish November. So if you don't follow me on Twitch, I highly recommend you do. That will not be here on YouTube. That will be on Super Deep Prot Twitch. So that'll be a lot of fun. We're opening half a case. We'll see if I can pull my first ever Starlight. Probably not, spoiler alert. But very excited for the Starlights in Burst of Destiny X-Slayer. I don't believe Cross Duel will be in the mix. I don't. I think that that's going to be a separate, phone mobile game. I don't think it will tie into the anime. I really do believe X-Slayer, the next anime, will be solely Rush Duels. I think that they're still going to focus on Rush Duels. I think they're going to add more mechanics in Yu-Gi-Oh! 8 to make Rush Duels a little more expansive. But I think Rush Duels will still be the primary focus. But X-Slayer, man, we'll keep monitoring that. Thank you so much for a very generous
They proved
super.
they could do it.
They proved they can do
They
it.
could add and not overcomplicate the game.
Not break the game. Fusions, but it's all specific material.
Yeah.
That balances
I
it.
love that.
Rather than Fusion Monster, 2 Dark-type monsters. 2 Lunalite monsters, Flail Lips, thank you for another $2 tip. I'm not saying you're wrong about greed, but I honestly think of pride as a worse evil. It's so easy to give into pride. Greed is a temptation like lust and envy. Pride can be something from self-love to straight up egotistical / arrogance to God complex. What do you guys think?
It's kind of the argument we were having with you. You have too much pride in admitting that Hunt can change, and he's
No,
just
I was arguing from the point that you believe I am present day like Hunt, because that I would strongly disagree with. If that's how you guys feel. That's how you feel. I'm not gonna change your opinions.
I think you're a good guy.
Hey, I don't
I
even.
think you used to be a piece of shit. I don't fully agree. I mean, I really think I think all the it's hard to say.
I mean, I think greed is worse, but again, it's just an opinion thing, you know. I mean,
Pride can be.
It can go bad.
Yeah, go bad.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think they're all pretty bad in their own right because of the range, right? All of those things can without getting too philosophical, I think the idea of all of them is that in small doses that's human, but at the extreme of all of them is where it becomes evil. For any one of those 7 deadly sins, like it's not because you're doing it, it's because it goes into the realm of evil because you're taking it to that extreme. And that's for every like lust, envy, pride, greed causes bad people to do bad things.
As Kevin said, you could look at Seto Kaiba as having too much pride.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
willing to throw away his life for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will kill myself.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, that's good. It's the extremes of all of those 7 things can get pretty dangerous and bad.
But I definitely see your point.
Yeah. Well, guys, that is going to wrap up episode 71, Queen of Curry here on Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up. Nick T and Pete, thank you guys so much for doing this with me. Really appreciate it. They do some great stuff. They're going to promote their work. Everything they have is linked down below. Nick T, why don't you promote what's coming up for you?
Oh, yeah. Twitch has been a bit quiet, as many of you may have noticed. I've had a lot going on with school, and my whole schedule has just been a lot. But hopefully we'll be returning, I don't know, December, at the latest, first or second week of December.
I want a Christmas stream where you're drinking eggnog.
Oh, we're going to get one. Oh, yeah.
That's
Maybe
what I want.
like the Christmas night. I'll get home from my grandma's on Christmas Day, and they'll be like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 o'clock,
That's what I
whatever,
wanna
and then
see.
I'm just going to get blacked out on
And I
eggnog.
want to see you in it. You have to wear a Christmas hat.
I'll do that. I'll do that for you. So be on the lookout for that. Twitch.tv/NickFightsMoms. Maybe we'll finish the Pokemon randomized Nuzlocke, or maybe I'll play a few songs. Who knows? We'll see. But on the music front, Nameling has a new song coming out in less than a week now. It's 6 days, almost exactly. No, excuse me. 5 days?
Basically
It'll be
5.
Monday at midnight.
Yeah.
Going into Tuesday. So Day of the Dead. It'll be November 1st going to November 2nd. New song, old song for me. I wrote that song 7 years ago now, and it finally got recorded in a very different version, and it's being put out, so be on the lookout for that.
Awesome.
I also made the art myself, and I'm very proud of it, so go compliment me on Twitter for that.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that's it for now.
Yeah, channel Clueless Gamers on YouTube. Normally do some reactions over there. I still have to upload the rest of What If, so if you've been waiting for that series, I apologize for that. Kind of like Nick T. I don't have any free time to do anything really right now. Just kind of that time of the year of what's going on as we go into the holiday season. But I promise I'll get to that. We also do over there, my friend Brian and I do an NFL football podcast called First and 10. We'll be recording that episode probably in a few days or so, and then you'll see that towards the middle of next week for the next episode of that. So if you're looking forward to that, check that out. We'll probably also talk about the horrific Jets game that we're going to go to on Sunday, which should be a nightmare. And for all other things in my life or anything in general, follow me on Twitter at Bakuro21.
Follow these guys. They're great. Pete and Nick T, thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for being part of episode 71, Queen of Curry. And all of you guys, thank you. To everyone that was here watching, thank you so much. To everyone that decided to donate via the link or super chat, thank you, thank you, thank you. You do not know how much it helps the channel, helps me out, and helps out the content creation and streaming process. You genuinely breathe so much life into this channel, and I am so thankful for each and every one of you. We will see you next Wednesday for some more Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up. That'll be episode 72. We are done with content on YouTube and Twitch, really, for the rest of the month. We might have a stream on Saturday if we do the watch along live. I'm not sure if I will, but maybe stay tuned for that. No more videos. Kaido Galaxy Eyes Unused Monsters dropped today in case you want to check that out. And in November, we might do a video every day. Still undecided on that. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
When was the last time you